Yo, what's good people? So, as most of you know, Black Panther got buffed recently. He was part of the 6 Glorious Guardian Champions, and this is the third one I'm making a video on. Have him a 7-star rank 3 here. This is going to be a Battleground showcase and a review. So the short version of this guy is he has really insane damage, incredible damage even. But he's a bit short on utility, and I'm not calling him a bad champ at all because I'm saying he's short on utility. Not every champion has to be packed full of utility as long as you have the damage to compensate, which Black Panther does. As you can see here, we're getting this rank 3 Jessica Jones down in 31 seconds. Our special 2, we had 4 weaknesses on us when we threw it, and that still KO'd her. So yeah, his damage is no joke. He's definitely got the damage. He's just a bit short on utility, like I said. Utility wise, it's mostly just bleed. He has access to big bleed damage and big burst damage, and that's it as far as utility goes. He has access to cleanse on his special 1, but special 2 is where the damage at, so that's not really useful for Battlegrounds. How good do I think this guy is? Well, personally, I think he's the third best Glorious Guardian champion. I think he will have his place in game. I think there will be Battleground metas where you want this guy in your deck. He will be great this meta in Battlegrounds this season because the current node is Power Shield. He'll be great for that, and he's going to be one of the best champions for next season in Battlegrounds because next season's meta is Safeguard, and all of Black Panther's damage is burst damage and bleed damage, so he is going to be phenomenal for that. So there definitely will be Battleground metas where he is a MVP. In general metas, I do still think he will be a very solid Battlegrounds attacker that a lot of people will run. It's just there are plenty of attackers in game right now that can put out similar damage output to him and have more utility, therefore more versatility, like Starkey, Crossbones, Kate Bishop for example. All these champions have a much wider matchup spread than Black Panther. They're much more versatile, so that's going to give them the edge. Like there's only 30 spots in your deck, you can't put everyone in, so you're going to put champions like Starkey, Kate Bishop in your deck over Black Panther most metas just because they handle more matchups, more important matchups. But please do not take this the wrong way. This is not me calling Black Panther bad at all. I think he's great. This was a great buff. He's got great damage. Not that much utility, but that's fine. Not every champion needs to be packed full of utility. He's versatile enough to be a solid Battlegrounds attacker. It's just there are better options. And, you know, this is a review. I'm going to be truthful about that. What I think is going to happen is Deadpool X-Force is probably going to overshadow Black Panther. Yes, they're both from separate classes, but they both have the same gimmick really. Little utility, big damage, big bleed damage, but Deadpool X-Force has the additional benefit of turning that bleed damage into those bleach debuffs, which Black Panther does not have. Now, you can use Black Panther against bleed immune champions, but you do lose a lot of your damage. You lose your bleed damage completely. You just get your burst damage off the special 2. So what I'm trying to get across is I think he's a really solid champion that will make a lot of people's Battleground decks. There will be certain Battleground metas where he will be one of the MVPs, but there are better options. And yeah, he's a great buff, great addition as a 7-star. Let's check him out in a bleed immune fight against this destroyer here. I'll quickly explain how Black Panther works. He's a very simple champion, which is to his benefit. So he starts out with his reflective matrix. When you parry, you will gain 3 charges. If you parry a special attack, you will gain 8 charges. Before you use your special 2, you want to hit them with the first hit of your heavy attack and cancel into your special 2. And this will deal burst damage on your special 2 for each charge you have. Extremely simple champion. The SB1 will give you 4 cleanse passives and inflict 2 bleeds, but it's not really that useful for Battlegrounds. You can see there we got that bleed immune fight down in 42 seconds, which is actually really solid for a bleed immune matchup. But the first bleed immune champion you would think to use Black Panther on is Photon, but he is not good for this matchup. Of course, parrying Photon makes her untouchable. It's really annoying to ramp this guy up against Photon, and parrying her special attacks just does so much block damage. Like, I only parried 1 or 2 special attacks. I only did 1 parry with a basic attack there, and that took like 9% of my health. Like, it's just so annoying to ramp this guy up against Photon, but he can actually kill her pretty damn fast. It's just the block damage is a bit too much for him, man, so I would not recommend using him against Photon. But that's going to be the end of the video. In my opinion, I think he's the 3rd best Glorious Guardian champion. I would definitely rank him up if I pulled him, but I wouldn't have him as a priority. But that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, leave a like, subscribe, all of that stuff. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. It's probably going to be a day or so until the 3 other Glorious Guardian videos come out because, yeah, man, I'm tired.